what I've eaten a day and what my eating habits look like now. I've had so many people ask me, so I thought I would sit down and do this video and share my weight loss story. Everyone's stories are different. Hi everyone, I hope you guys are having a great Monday. It's 11:12 in the morning right now. I'm just about to head to the gym. But before I go, I thought I would do a little sit down video with you guys and tell the tale of my weight loss journey, what I've eaten a day, and what my eating habits look like now. I've had so many people ask me, so I thought I would sit down and do this video and share my weight loss story. Everyone's stories are different, but I just thought I would share mine. So get comfy, grab a blankie, grab a favorite snack, grab your favorite beverage, and let's chat together. So my weight loss journey, let's go backwards. See what I did there? Backwards. If you know, you know. All the Joe Bro friends get what I just referenced anyways. So my weight loss story began a year ago, September 2024. I was at my unhealthiest point in my life. I had just moved out on my own, in my own home a year later. Anyways, I had just moved out, and my eating habits were very unhealthy. And I went to this clothing store, Pennington's, it's a plus-size clothing store. I've always gone to Pennington's in the past, and I've never really felt self-conscious, because, you know, I just never got that feeling when I walked in there. But this one specific day I went in there, I forget what I went in there for, and the minute I looked at my reflection in the mirror, I was like, ew, who's that looking at me? Like, gross. And so I ended up leaving Pennington's. I went in my car. I had a mental breakdown. I broke down. And that year, my doctor had suggested this weight loss program here where I live called the bariatric program. And at the time, I wasn't ready. And I thought, you know what? I'm ready. I need to do this. I need to change my life. What I'm doing now is very unhealthy. So I called, I made an appointment. And then a year ago this month, I saw my doctor and he sent the referral in for the bariatric program in order for me to change my life around. So there are two journeys to the bariatric program. There's the surgery route and the non-surgery route. I chose the non-surgery route because it was a better fit for me. If you choose the surgery route and that is a better fit for you, that's amazing. Everyone's journeys are different. So the wait time for this program was expected to be around 8 to 6 months, wait time. I got in like that. I got in really quickly. So December of last year, I got the letter, and then literally 2 months later, February of this year, I got a letter saying I got accepted into the program and that my journey was about to begin right away. And so I remember when I went into the very first class, I was still a little self-conscious. I've always been self-conscious about myself, especially my stomach area. And going into the program, it was a huge eye-opener. And part of the requirements of the program, whether you choose the surgery route or the non-surgical route, like I did, you have to consume meal replacement shakes for 2 months with no food. And when they explained that to us, I thought, oh, going 2 months without food on these meal replacement shakes, I'll bring it. It should be a breeze, Well, I think I ate my words, because I started the meal replacement shakes on March 18th of this year. And I was to take 4 meal replacement shakes in a day, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then obviously like a snack, And they wanted us to space it out within 4 hours apart from each other. And so I remember on March 18th when I consumed my first meal replacement shake. There's only 2 flavors, there's vanilla and chocolate. They're both gross. And I wanted to quit. On day 1. I remember day 1, I was so miserable. I was like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. I literally slept in bed all day, not giving a darn about anything. I slept. I was so miserable. And then my auntie called to check in on me And I said to her, I want to quit. I said, I can't do this. This is too hard. And she said to me, it's only day 1. You have 11 more weeks to go. I know you can do this. You're the type of person that once you set your mind to something, you're all in or nothing. And I said, okay, fine. I'll give this a chance, you know. And let me tell you, being around food was very difficult for me. Just the smell of food and seeing people eat food around me was very hard because it made me feel left out. I was never tempted to eat food while I was on the meal replacement shakes. That wasn't tempting at all. It was just the more feeling of I feel left out. Going to Easter dinner this year, I felt really left out because, again, the smell of food, seeing people eat food, made me feel left out. And then I had some people tell me, oh, just bring your meal replacement shake, you'll be fine. And I thought, that's not going to help. I still feel left out. I felt like some people weren't very understanding of that. Like, what's bringing a meal replacement shake going to do? I'm drinking nasty in a bottle, as I used to call it. While everyone else is eating delicious food, and I'm sitting here drinking pure liquid. It was gross. Like I said, it was disgusting, those meal replacement shakes. The vanilla ones, I think, were the most disgusting ones because it looked like baby formula. It was so gross and disgusting. I was like, that yucky artificial vanilla stuff, that is disgusting. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, it was gross. And, you know, it was hard, but throughout the program, I learned how to eat better when the time came to reintroduce food. And that's what I love about the bariatric program. When we went back to food in June, we did it slowly and gradually. So we all decreased from 4 shakes down to 3 meal replacement shakes and a meal of our choice, whether it was lunch, breakfast, or dinner. So we did that. We did 3 shakes and a meal, 1 meal for 2 weeks. Then once those 2 weeks were up, we decreased down to 2 meal replacement shakes and 2 meals of our choice. That went on for another 2 weeks, and then for the last 2 weeks, it was down to 3 meals and 1 meal replacement shake, and then you're done. And I'm very proud of myself for how strong I am. I didn't realize I was that strong. This program literally saved my life. I tell that to all the staff. I tell them, you know, if it wasn't for this program, I don't know where I would be. It was very scary. I was 1% away from being a diabetic. And my auntie, she lives with diabetes, and she said, you don't want to be taking all this diabetes medication. You know, I don't want that for you. You're young. And I said, I kept denying it at first, but now I realize that, you know, I'm glad I didn't end up where she is, because I see all the medication she has to take for her diabetes, and I go, I'm so thankful I am not in her shoes, because she didn't want that for me. She didn't want that life for me, and I didn't want that life for myself, and I'm so glad I changed. I tell lots of people that ask me about my weight loss journey when I go to the gym, I tell them, yes, changing the way you eat is very hard. Trust me, I was an emotional eater. I turned to food, whether it was, you know, I was upset with the world, food was my comfort. Changing the way you eat is hard, but also you gotta change up here too, your mindset. That's also very hard too. I ate thinking I was hungry. I never listened to my stomach. I would eat to the point where I'd get sick, where I would start vomiting because I would eat too much. I wasn't listening to my stomach. I was more listening to up here was my problem. And now that I am back to food and I'm eating healthier, one of the things I love about this program is that there's a dietitian in this program, and she taught us how to eat healthier, and I love it. So it's like picturing a plate. So if you guys picture like a plate, like a round plate, and you divide it in half, half that plate, she explained, it can either be 1 fruit or 1 cup of vegetables or 1 cup of fruit. And then the other half, the other 1/4 is a meat that's the size of your hands, a protein. And then a grain is the other little corner. And when she explained that, it really helped me visualize, okay, so that's what a proper plate's supposed to look like. Okay, I think I can do this. And it's been really easy for me. I know everyone's journeys are different. I spoke with a classmate this summer, and he said when he went on vacation, he got to treat himself. He got to have a little treat. And he was really kicking himself in the pants for it. And I said to him, I said, it's okay. You are allowed to treat yourself. I said, they reminded us in this program that, you know, we are allowed to have treats. It's okay to treat yourself, whether it's a special occasion. You're going on vacation. It's someone's anniversary or someone's birthday. You are allowed to have a treat. Just do it in moderation and don't do it every day. And I also said to him, when I went on vacation this summer, I had an ice cream. Me and my aunt shared an ice cream. We shared an ice cream in a cup, and it was nice to be able to treat myself, you know? And after I said that, he's like, you know, when you put it that way, he said to me, you know, it's okay. I don't feel bad anymore. And I said, that's awesome. I said, you shouldn't feel bad. You are allowed to treat yourself. It's okay. And another question I get often now is, what do you eat now that you're back to food? Is there like some special diet or something? There's no special diet. So basically for breakfast, I have a bagel, and I have 2 eggs, and I have a fruit, and I have yogurt and granola. An example for today, this morning's breakfast, I had a bagel with a little bit of peanut butter, and then I had an apple with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and then I had a yogurt and granola, and then I had 2 eggs. That's basically my breakfast. I had that every morning. Your girl has an obsession with Dempster cinnamon raisin bagels. They are amazing. And then I also got asked, what do you drink now? I used to be a really bad pop drinker. Like, I would drink a cans of pop, a whole case of pop in a day. That's how bad I was. And I haven't had pop since January of this year. Same with chips too. Chips were my biggest downfall. I could eat a whole bag of chips, and then I would feel bad afterwards. Like, I know some people can do chips in moderation, like do the smaller bags or just portion it out into different baggies. I did the portion and baggies thing once, but personally for me, I know myself, and I know that if I ever wanted a bag of chips again, I'm probably going to go for the whole bag. So I feel it's best for me just to quit chips out like cold turkey. Like, I am not tempted by chips anymore. I'm not tempted to go out and get McDonald's anymore. I'm not tempted by any of that stuff anymore. Eating in a restaurant on a special occasion, that's fine with me because I know what I can eat and what I can't eat. Again, moderation. When I went on my trip this summer, I ended up having a burger and fries. I just cut the burger in half. And if I didn't eat all the fries, I could always, bring the rest back to the room for later, I can still eat what I want. Just, again, I gotta watch my portion sizes, which I've been really good for now. My portion sizes, like I said back then, they weren't the healthiest, and now they're better, and I'm very proud of myself. I've learned throughout all this that I can do anything I set my mind to, and I want to remind you guys that you guys can do that too. You guys can do anything you set your mind to as well. And throughout this whole weight loss journey, I lost a total now of 91.1 pounds. I went from weighing 318.9 pounds literally 9 months ago now to 9 months later weighing 226.8. I'm still blown away with how much weight I'm losing. Like, oh my gosh. I've had so many people at the gym tell me that you're such an inspiration, you're amazing. And it just really touches my heart. Like, oh my God, I didn't realize how much of an inspiration I've been now. And I've inspired my cousins now to start walking more and start being more mindful of what they eat. And I didn't realize that. And it really just touches my heart. And like I said, I told everyone this, everyone's journeys are different. Everyone experiences things differently than other people. And to everyone that's going through a hard time right now, I hear you, and you got this. You can do anything you set your mind to. I'm sending all the love and positive vibes your way. But that's going to do it for this weight loss story. If you guys want to see any cooking videos of what meals I like to make, then let me know in the comments down below. And I will be happy to share what meals I make now. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my weight loss story in more detail and everything. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to hit the bell so you'll be notified for when new vlogs come out or when new shorts come out. And as always, you guys, dare to be different because you're a girl, dare to be different. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.